What?
Hello, everybody! And welcome to the diaries. I thought I'd be different with the opening today. Well, we're just about ready to get College for Kids started up. And I'm basically doing it the same way I do all of our College for Kids projects. Is we get some of the props together. I take them out there. I let the kids, mess around with the props and see how they work and all like that. Then we choose some of them and we put it into a short film. Our film can only be somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes because we basically only have 3, 6, 9, 12 hours to do the filming. College for Kids runs for 3 weeks. It's 4 days a week and it's 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours a day. So this is the thing. The props need repair before we can use them. So what we're going to do on today's episode, exciting as you just will not believe how thrilling this is going to be. The whole thing will probably be in this room and we're going to be repairing all the props. But you'll get a chance to see how these props are put together. And so that, that's pretty cool. It also means this episode probably won't run, like for 48 minutes, but that's fine too. Because the next episode, we're going to go out to College for Kids. And then the small dog will bark outside and you'll be able to see some of it in action, I would assume. I did that last year. I put out an episode about the swamp table, which got many hits. But everybody probably just watched the one little section of it. But I have no control over what people watch. I just put out, my vlog and we see what happens from there. So anyway, this episode we are going to work on those props. The next episode we will be out there. I'll take you out there to the school and we will see them a little bit more in action. And then just a few weeks away in July, we're going to be taking a major road trip. Now you see that's fake French because all I did is I moved the syllables, the accent to a different syllable. So instead of a major road trip, it was major road trip. See, that's cheese and mock and all that, but whatever. So you'll probably want to see that. That probably won't come out until the end of July, maybe the beginning of August, because it's a big deal and there's a lot involved there. But let's get to what we need to do today. So without any further ado, let's get going! Alright, here's the Weeble Pester's head, and it's looking a little used, which it is. The upper jaw is cramped in. The bottom part's not too bad, but these connections up here at the top and at the cheeks have become disconnected several times. I put them together rapidly, so I'm going to do a permanent fix on that. And to do that, we have to go on through the back of the Weeble Pester's head. Just one look and you know it's a Harley Davidson because it says Harley Davidson on the side of the motorcycle. Alright. Now I've had it come disconnected in several spots. This joint here, this connection here, you see that's kind of raised up a little bit. That was like that when I built it. And these connections here have come off. You can see that one's just kind of pushed on. So I have to fix these so they're sturdy, and I also have to move it so they spread out a little further, so there's more room. And you can see if I go around here, it's the top of the head. So it's kind of important that that holds together. Okay, so to fix it, what I have to do is I have to pull them out. See how loose this is? Oh, that's really coming apart over there. Yeah, that's crazy. So what I have to do is I have to pull it apart and I have to put it back together again with PVC glue. Now normally I would do this outside because PVC glue is kind of strong And you know, it's not exactly something you want going through your house. But I'm going to do it inside today because I have a project sitting out on the Adventureland porch that I can't really move out of the way right at the moment. So I'm going to take care of this, and it's a fountain. You guys know about that because I was showing you while I was working on it. So I'm going to do this right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open the door so I get a little air. But you'll also notice that the air conditioner is running. You can hear it. And I have more light here than normal because I set one up. I don't know why I didn't do this before. It takes 2 seconds to set that light up. So that's what we're going to do right now. So we're going to go in here, right up here in the corner. And that just came right apart. You can't see it from that angle. I'll try to turn this a little bit. Okay. Right there. Oh, you still can't see it. You'll have to take my word for it. There we go. Right there. This is the part now. And we don't want it apart. We want it together. And the top part is moving around really bad. Here it is! You can see I did at one time use PVC cement on it. But I did not use nearly enough, or I waited too long to put it together. Because PVC cement basically fuses the PVC together. Oh, I'm saying the colors, Bill! Kind of melts it. Wow, let's not have this exposed for too long. So I'm going to put some inside here. Knock it on my carpet. I'm going to put some here. And I have to put this together carefully because it slides together, and once it's together, it stays together. All right, it's together. Aha! Let's check the other side. First, I'm going to close the cover on this. I don't think this side is much of a problem. No. The handle rotates, still moves a bit, which is fine. I wanted it to move. But now, actually, it would appear that by fixing this, I have fixed this, because now it's spread back again. So that's good news. This is still a little squishy, but I think that might be from underneath. So we'll take a look at the bottom jaw in a minute. Let's make sure that the top jaw is secure, nothing's coming off. Well, I discovered that my rotating handle was rotating too much. And that was because this side over here was coming out. So I've taken care of that also. So, this should be solid altogether. Perfect. Not perfect. It'll never be perfect. But it's close enough for rock and roll. So we'll put our stuffing back in here. Down. And I just have to fix this side over here, put the fur back on, and we're good. Alright, so it's another day. Hello. And we're going to try to get this working. Now, what I need to do is secure this back down, this green cover, back onto the foam that was in here. And then I'm going to put the heavier foam, which is just about the thickness of the box itself. So it should be a perfect fit. And I pulled out the two rods that were there originally to support this, so it actually is bigger. There's more room there. Now the question is, do I want to put the foam with the split this way, so we pull it back this way and this way, which will cause less debris to fall through, or do I want to put it in the same direction as these? And if I do that, I can secure it here and on the side. If I do it across this way, I'm only going to secure it in the back. So I'm going to give that a little thought while I heat up my hot glue gun. And I have to plug it in the same outlet that I have my fan plugged in, because today is an Arizona day. Hi. Whoa! I'm over the head of me, and that's not saying much because I'm short. It's an Arizona day. Today it's about 795 degrees outside. And so consequently it's about 690 degrees inside. So in my attempt to keep the electric bill down, I am using the fan, and I used the AC, and I cooled things way down earlier today. So we're going to just try to use the fan and the AC later. But it doesn't change the fact that I need to put the foam in here. Now today is a little unique. It's Monday, and for some reason I'm not working. I'm not scheduled for today. I'm scheduled for the other day of the week that I work out there, but not today. It's a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is I have time to work on this other stuff. The bad thing is I don't get paid for those, I think it's like 5 hours. So it's not like, you know, it's massive quantity, but still, 5 hours of pay is 5 hours of pay. So, I'm going to take advantage of not working today by working on all this stuff. So here we go. And you'll probably see some flickering and flackering on the TV back here. I'm one of those people that I film my vacations, so I have a tendency to put them on DVD so I can watch them, and they play like background sound. The baseball game's not till this evening, so that's not going to go on. And I just wanted something a little bit more light and frilly than the music I usually play. So that's what's going on with that. That's more information than you needed, but you got it anyway, you lucky devil you. Okay, so what I have to do now is measure this, because I don't remember how big I made it. I apparently made it 17.5 inches by 18. You know why? Huh? I don't know. 17.5 by 18, so that's the dimensions I got to go with. Okay, here's something I've discovered about hot gluing this foam to wood. It glues right now. Doesn't wait around for you. When you put the glue on there and you touch two pieces together, they're done. Okay? If you put them on wrong, they're on wrong. So, I'm having to be very, very careful with how I put this together, because I don't want to make a mistake, because it will be a mistake that is like for eternity, or I'd have to cut it away or what have you. So, yeah, I'm pretty confident the glue is going to work. Why? Oh my gosh. Okay, here it is, the setup. You're looking at the back of it. The front of it, this wood is green. And I replaced the old foam with a new one. It comes up a little higher, but it closes right up. Just need to fold this down, back down in there. And I think a trip to Hobby Lobby is in store, because I'm going to need to get something to raise this up a little bit. And I'm thinking some green foam core will do the trick. Alright, I went to Hobby Lobby and I got the fur I need. I also bought some green paint, because I'm going to take this. This is called foam core. And I'm going to paint it green, and this is going to be part of the retaining wall for the swamp table. Then I bought another card table, folding card table, because I need a new one to replace the one that, no, I need a new one because I am making a new slotted table for the Weeble Fester puppet. That's right. So I went out and I bought this new card table. It's the same as my old one. And I'm getting ready to do surgery on the new table. I'm going, what? Whoa, wait, whoa, whoa! How about if I keep the new one and sacrifice the old one? Yay, there's an idea. So I'm going to do some surgery on the old table. And I think the green screen, or the swamp table is pretty much good to go. So we'll go from there. Well, there's hair all over the place, but the Weeble and some glue. The Weeble Fester head has been remade. He has eyebrows, he has a more noticeable nose, and I've also changed inside of his mouth, so he's all fur, inside and out, which makes him more of a monstrous stuffed animal and less of a living thing, which the Weeble Fester never was anyway. He was a bunch of material that was inhabited by a creature, which was the Weeble Fester. So, the Weeble Fester, once I get this extra hair off, is ready for school. The new swamp table is ready for school. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to have dinner, actually is what I'm going to do now. Then after that, or probably tomorrow actually, because I'm kind of tired, I've been working on this all day. I'm going to turn this table into the Weeble Fester base, so we're not using the same one, and I'm going to move the hole a little bit closer so he's easier to get through. It'll be a bigger hole for people to slide through, and I'm going to put some padding, because I have some of the foam left, some padding around the opening, so he's it's not painful to go through them. And then that'll be done. And then we have, I think I have the hand that I need to finish, and I think I'm going to take some of this fur and put it on his fingertips, give him like furry fingernails. And I think that's it as far as props are concerned. Then I just have to make the pole for the first day of class when we go and all the kids gather to their teachers, and I'll have the pole that has, you know, kid stuff films and whatever on it, so they'll know, and that's how they find their classroom. They'll follow in the classroom. The age groups that I'm working with are apparently 3rd grade through 8th grade, which is right in the kid stuff zone, 7 through 12, or 7 through 14 actually, but you know, 8th grade we're talking 12, 13, so it should be good. So hopefully I have a full class so I can do the whole project that I have in mind, and we will see if that happens or whatever. So that's it for tonight. Let's get some food. Okay, it's the day after the day that I was doing the last thing, which was yesterday. Today's today, and we're going to do the table for the Weeble Fester prop.
Okay, wasn't that fancy?
You're hearing my voice twice because I have a record. Hang on. Let's put that down a little bit. There we go. That's that Disney trip thing again. Anyway, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Because I made the mistake of, there was a game I was waiting to come out called Portal Knights, and I'd been playing the demo, and I really liked the demo. I thought the demo was really fun, but it was, you know, really short. So when the game came out, of course, I had it on pre-order, so I purchased it, and I sat down this morning, and it was there. Today is the release date for PS4. And I sat down to take a look at it, and I wound up playing it for about 3 hours. So I screwed up my morning. But that's what I do. It's my day off, so I'm doing that anyway. But now it's time to get back to the Weeble Fester's table, so we can use that when we go out to the college for kids. So let's get to that.
The night before leaving.
Alright, let's turn this. There we go. Okay, so here is the Weeble Fester, the Weeble Fester table. Weeble Fester table. That is not easy to say. It's all covered in green. It's secured down. It's a little lumpy, but I really don't care because it's not going to be visible anyway. So, our Weeble Fester plops right on here, like so. Get to, here we go. I don't have a lot of room to move here. Like so, and then our guest just falls right on through there, pops on right there, falls right on through. Of course, this will be hanging out on the side. It's not going to be the green screen table on the side. Oh, his hair fell off. I haven't secured his hair yet. There we go. And that hole is plenty big for anybody to go through. Should be no problems whatsoever. Put him on the edge. I put this foam down here so he won't slide around. And just like so. Yabba dabba. So that part is done. And that's pretty much the whole thing as far as the props for class are concerned. I think that's good, and I think we're going to end on this note, in the spongy side of the note. Okay, well, it's all together, it's all ready to go, and I did it with more than 24 hours before I have to go to class. I got 2 weeks. So I am going to put this away. There's a little piece of fur that came off and is flying around. I'm going to put this away, vacuum my floor, because there's a lot of stuff, there's sawdust and there's fur and there's little pieces of green material. It's all over the place. Set up my new table and make dinner. And I think we're going to end our video for this week right now. So I hope you found it interesting. If not, well, then you just wasted a lot of time. But whatever. Next week, it will be 1 week before the beginning of classes, and I have a project that I'm working on. I don't know if I'm going to get to filming it by then, but we'll see what happens, and that'll be one of the episodes of 3 Pairs of Shorts. And don't forget to get your copy of Knights of the Secret Kingdom. It's awesome. One of the things I'm going to go over next week is some of the props that we're using for the new film. Most of the ones from the last one, but these will be for the new one. And all that kind of fun stuff. So in the meantime, you guys have yourselves a great week, and blind.